Hi, this is just a video on the keyboard shortcuts to add a new row or column and delete a row and column. There's actually two separate shortcuts that you can use to do it in the fastest way. As usual with nearly all things computing, there's about 3 or 4 different ways of doing the same thing. But to do it the fastest way, it's a couple of shortcuts. So let's just say, for an example, we want to add July to this data here we've got. And we've got April, May, June, and then it goes to total. So in between total and June, we want to add a new column where we're going to put July figures in. So what we want to do is go to the column to the right of where your new column is going to be, because it always adds it to the left. So I don't want to be on June because it will put it in between May and June. I want to be on total. Let's tell the computer first of all, let's tell Excel first of all what we want to insert. Is it a row or is it a column? So I'm going to select the column by pressing Control and Spacebar. Now when I tell it to go and insert something, it knows that I want a column. So it's not going to stop and ask me. So now the shortcut is Control, Shift, and the plus. Just undo that. It's you know where your equal sign is, just to the left of the backspace. The plus is above it, so we have to hold down the shift. So it's Control, Shift, and plus. And now there we are. We've got a new column, so we can add in July and then fill in the figures, etc. to down there. So I'll just run through that again and we just do a couple of undos. So first thing, go to the right of where you want your new column to be. Select the column with Control and Spacebar, and now Control, Shift, and plus. Equally, let's say we wanted to add a new row in here. Of course, we could, normally we would add something to the bottom and that would be fine. We would just carry on with that. But if we wanted to add something in between, this is where we would be inserting a new row. So same process as before, but this time it's a row. So I'm holding the Shift and Spacebar, select a row, and now it's Control, Shift, and plus sign or equals. And that adds a new row where you can fill it in then. So that is adding a new column. To take away, it's similar keys. First of all, you need to select the row or whatever you want to delete. In this case, it's going to be a row. So I'm going to go Shift and Spacebar. Now, instead of the plus, we want to press the minus key this time. The minus key is just to the left of the plus, just to the right of the 0. But notice it's at the bottom, so we don't need to hold the shift. So it's just Control minus. Do the same thing for the column. Come across to the column you want to delete. Select the column with Control and Spacebar, and then Control minus. And it's gone. You can insert or remove columns and rows without selecting first. But let me show you what happens when you do that. So I'm in the column. I'm going to lose the price column. I haven't selected it. I'm just going Control minus, and I get a little pop-up box saying, what do you want to remove, the row or the column? And you could just press the R or C and then press enter, and it goes. Obviously that cost was relying on the price. I just didn't undo that. So if I wanted to do a row, it would be Control minus, and then we want R, enter. I'll do an undo on that. I prefer just to select it first, and then when I do remove, it just goes. But either way is fine. Same thing happens if you want to insert one. So I'm going Control Shift plus, and it says insert column C. That adds one there. If you forget your shortcuts, and to be honest, they're ones that you would learn and would stick in your head because we insert columns and rows fairly often. There's always the app key, which is the same as the right click in a mouse. There's a key usually just to the right of your space bar, around about one or two away from your space bar. There's a little key that's called the app key or the context menu key. And of course, then if you do insert or delete, the same thing happens. It asks you to do row, column. If I wanted to insert one, I'd go mouse key or app key, I for insert, press enter. What do you want to insert? A row, a column, C for column. You can also do it from your home menu. So I'm going to go Alt H, D for delete, C for column. And insert it. You can go Alt H, I for insert, C for column. Same with the rows, only R. But them two, they're only if you forget. The much more useful one is Control Spacebar for a column, Control minus to delete, or if I wanted to add a row, Shift Spacebar to select, and then Control Shift plus to add one. So plus to add, minus to take away. Well worth learning those shortcuts. Okay, hope that's going to be of some help. Any questions, please put it in the comments. Thanks for watching.